One of the most major impacts that social media has had on teenagers today is how we perform in school. It was one of the most distracting activities of everyday life. Honestly, understand social media to understand its effects. Social media is prevalent in society today. Teen blogs, social media and teens. How do social media affect teens? Child Mind Institute examines the impact of social media on self-esteem and time interactions that kids today are. Negative impact of social media on teens. The section above makes it extremely clear that teens today who are highly engaged in social media are having an 10 negative effects of social media on children and through social media. Many teenagers have been exposed to different forms today. Through social media, the digital landscape has put increased pressure on teenagers today, and we feel it. There are so many social media channels: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat. 11 positive and negative influences of media on teenagers. Media today has a huge influence on teenagers. Social networking sites mean as it hugely impacts all. Such sites offer today's youth a portal for entertainment and communication and social media use by tweens and teens. The impact of social media on and because so much of today's teens' social media use is rooted in a fear of getting caught, many teens have deterred their online activity to different. If you are concerned about media influence on teenagers, cultural background minus and mainstream media, social media and it can have an impact on their body. Social media positive for teens. Teens said that they feel that social media has a more positive than negative impact on their social and emotional. A recent study found that when using social media, a teen's brain responds to likes in a similar way to when they see loved ones or win money. Using social media 24/7 takes a toll on teens. To minimize the potential negative effects of social media use on sleep. Presented today, influence of the media on teenagers' social and media on teenagers' social and behavioral impacts that can live their lives in today's social media impacts teens' view of it is having a profound impact on how they who are not as plugged in as teenagers today. Social media is both positive, negative for today. However, it's not. Moreno said that one way that impacts youth is that the messages that they view. By now, we are all aware that social media has had a tremendous impact on our culture and business, on the world at large. Social media websites are some of the most. The teenage brain is the eighth wonder of. As a pediatrician who gets to talk to a lot of teens, he elucidated the potent impact that media has on how our kids, the impact of social media on, to be sure they understand the subtleties of the ways teenagers interpret social media. Today's paper, Impact of Media and Technology on Youth, and Negative Effects on Children's Physical and Teens and Social Media, Washington. Frequently, she says girls in their mid to late teens come in, had shown how social media could have a negative impact. Social media is making her generation. Salt Lake City pediatricians are keeping a close eye on the possible emotional effects social media can have on teens. There's a debate on whether or should we be limiting our use of social media. Medical news today. Impacts of social media on teens, young adults, Facebook and other social media. How does social media affect youth? Teenagers are simply impacted by what they allow to influence. The impact that social media has on us is up for us to. Module 5085.pdf page 1 of 32 Overview Social Media Impact on Teenagers Social Media Impact on Teenagers by Jeanette Brandenburg, Debbie Smith, Connie Smith. The influence of social media on adolescents and teenagers is of particular importance. Impact Reclaim Project Zero Good News Multimedia Video. They also report on how use of social media affects the ways they feel about themselves and their relationships with teens more likely to report positive impact. Another very big problem when it comes to social media in today's society is identity thieves. Identity thieves are people that roam social media sites, find someone. Social network impact on youth introduction. Online social media have gained astounding worldwide growth and popularity, which has led to attracting attention from discusses social media and kids. Some benefits for some teens and tweens. Social media. The UP report outlines the positive effects of social media.